All right, everybody, we're back. This is part 2 of this build series. I don't know how many parts it's going to be, but part 2, we're just going to lift it up, and we're going to start taking the bottom bolts off, and I'll bring you closer and stuff so you can see what I'm actually doing. I didn't do that very well last time, so I'm going to try and fix that this time. Be a little better at it. Get my light here so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. And we'll take it up. Also, what I do is, especially when I'm here by myself, I always grab one of these big stands here. I just throw it up here underneath somewhere on the vehicle. That way, if it does fall, at least it's not going to fall all the way to the ground in one spot or another. So it would actually, might give me a little bit of a chance to not be under it, you know what I mean? So that's always good. All right, so let me bring you over here and show you what we got here. All right, so on these Volkswagens, you have these bolts here that run along the pan. And you just take these bolts here out. So there's all the way down to the back here, both sides. So it's those. Not these, but just these. And then there's a couple. There's one here and one on the other side the same way. And then on the inside, there's like maybe 6 or 8 or so across the inside. So what we'll do is we'll buzz those out right now. Those are probably 10, I would say, again. So and we're gonna, of course, get my little magnetic tray out here. Nope, not a 10. Maybe a 13. It's a 13 millimeter. Now I need, this time I need to use my impacts a little faster, but and that'll probably happen a lot, maybe to all of them. It's kind of got like a weird, like a weird tip to them, but I don't know if these plates come off. Yeah, they do. These little spacer things come off too. So we'll keep all those also. They're a little rusty here and there, but All right, so zip all of those out. You got these little retainer things. I don't know how you can see very good, but one side's like flat here. The other side's kind of curved. Well, the curved side went towards the outside. You can kind of see in the dirt mark there how the curved side goes to the outside of the bug. So we'll just remember that whenever we go to put them back in. All right, so zip all those out. Now we'll lower it down a little bit and we'll grab those other ones in the back. We'll probably just put some, end up putting straps or something through the inside of the windows, through the body, and use the lift to pick it up off the pan. I'm hoping that's how it's gonna work. But we'll see, won't we? All right, let me grab you guys here and show you what we got to do. Right here, there's one here, and there's one on the other side that we got to take off, and then there's ones on the inside. So that one looks like it may be about a, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe a 16 or a 17 maybe. We'll try either one of these. 16, nope, 17, yep. All right, so we'll grab the ratchet. We'll do those by hand. Not very much room in there. So we'll just grab the ratchet and crank these off by hand real quick. Oh yeah. Oh, pushing it off the lift. That dude is tight. All right, well maybe we'll have to use the impact or a little cheater bar maybe. Maybe we'll try the cheater bar first. Can't really yank on it very much because these things don't weigh that much. So it's real easy to yank them right off the lift. You want to be careful about that stuff. Here, let me see if I can put you guys right here where you can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's try the cheater bar. At least that way it's a smooth pressure, so I'm not jerking it. I'm not as much of a risk of pulling it off the lift like this. Of course, it'd have been easier if I took the tire off, of course, but I'll put it back on the tires in a minute. pretty good size bolt, but it's not very long. So just remember where you take it out of. And what we're going to do is here in a little bit, we're going to get some baggies and we're going to label all these parts, since it's probably going to be a while before I get this part put back together. So you always want to label stuff if you're going to have it apart for a while. I'll pull you over here and see. So see, right there's the, oh, there you go. Right there's the hole. So that's it. There's one there, one on the other side. So we'll go grab it. And after we do this one, we'll let it down and move to the inside. All right, so whenever you guys take your bolts out of underneath on the pan, I have them in two separate magnetic trays, one for the passenger side, one for the driver's side. And what we'll do is I'll label all this stuff in baggies here in a little bit, so we don't, so we remember where they go, because it's probably going to be a little while before we can even get back to putting that stuff back together. So now we'll move into the inside of the car, and we'll take the remaining bolts out of the back here. So it's a 13 millimeter also. And what it is you take the bottom part of the seat out, and these bolts run right here. There's some right up through here and down this side. And of course they they get a bunch of junk crammed in here, so you gotta take a screwdriver or something and clean out around the bolt heads, because they get like whatever this like matting is, gets like all the way around there. I don't know if there's one under here or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. So there's one, two there, and looks like there'll probably be two over here. Clean all this junk out. Look at that. That's the only thing I've seen wrong with this car so far. A little bit of duct tape on the heater channel, so that's phenomenal for this year of car. Usually these things are completely gone, like 20 years ago gone. They didn't never last very long. So it's really amazing to even see that they're even duct taped. So we're just gonna buzz these off. Sometimes you guys may have an issue with those bolts breaking off if it's rusted real bad or, you know, corroded, but this one seems to be working out very nicely. So, but if they break, it's no big deal, because you're gonna have the body off, so it's gonna be easy to fix it at that point. Those loose days. I think that is pretty much, because these heater channels will come off with the body, so you don't have to take those out. The only thing is we have a couple wires that come through here and go to these heater channel boxes that actually control valves. You control them with these little knobs right here. And what it does is, if you can see, what it does is get you down in here. There's a little metal line right here, and when you move these levers, it opens and closes the little valve inside of here, which controls the heat coming inside the cab, which was kind of a cool little deal. But Yeah, this battery tray, I mean, there is a tiny bit of rust on it, but it's not a hole by any means. So, since how we're not going to be worried about the heater channels and stuff in this car, I'm just going to cut those wires, because we're not going to be using none of that. We're not going to be using any of this stuff. So I'm just going to cut the wires, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we're going to have to look in here under the hood and see, pull the hood off. Ouch, that hurt. We'll have to pull the hood off and see what part of the steering wheel to take loose in order to get it to come free. Sometimes, like certain things like this, I just put back in there. That way I don't lose them, and that way when I do need them, and they're already here. And that thing smashed on my finger that hard. So that felt real good. Okay, well, we're gonna have to pull the gas tank, looks like, to even get to the steering. So we'll see if it's a 13. Yep. So there's 4 little brackets like this that hold on the gas tank. 2 on the front, 2 on the back. This gas tank, I don't know if there's anything in it, but I'll know in a minute when I go to pick it up and rattle it around. But I've assumed this car can sit for a while. So if there's any gas in it, hopefully it's not much, and hopefully it's let's see what else we need. We need a flat screwdriver to undo the neck here, and the vent tube. That'll pull off there. We'll get a flat screwdriver and a Phillips for the sending unit. So we'll pull the sending unit ground wire off. Same thing with this. Pull the bolt out, take the screw out, put it right back in. I won't tighten it up, I'll just put it in. That way I know something went on there later on. Now it's flat. Let's see, I might be able just to pull from the neck here. Normally the gas tank would come off with the body, but you have to get under the gas tank to take the steering column loose. So that's kind of the conundrum here. And I'm sure you'll have to hold your mouth right and everything. Get it to come out. Looks like it's catching on 2 screws here. 2 bolts. Kind of hung up, but maybe if I can get the neck on. Well, let's take this other part off. We'll take the whole rubber piece out. gonna be a, well, gonna say there's gonna be a hose hooked to the bottom of this, but as you can see, this one's a little dry rotted, so it no longer is hooked. But no fuel in it, so that's a good thing. Won't have to worry about draining that or worrying about it. We'll just set it aside over here. So what we're gonna have to do is right here is where the steering shaft comes in and hooks to the, this stays with the body, and then from here up forward stays with the beam and the pan. So what we'll do is, you can do it a couple ways. You can either take off these two bolts, this one and this one, separate it here, leave this, or you can take off just this one bolt and slide it, or you can take off the bottom bolt and slide it. So I think we're gonna take off the two. We'll take off the two. It's probably a Magic 13 again. Okay, so these two bolts right here are actually 14 millimeter. So I'm using just a little short socket on a ratchet and then a wrench for the other side, because it's kind of, you can't get the ratchet in this side against that. So I'm gonna have to go in the back, then I needed a wrench for this side. So take these off. What I'll do with these is I'll put these bolts back through these holes whenever we get it separated. That way I know which bolts were to that. I'll just set them over here for now, but I'm going to put them back through there later. This one, of course, is the exact opposite. Tight getting in there, that's for sure. I want to try and use the stuff that you would have, like for a normal wrench set, or normal socket set. I mean, this is really be best with like a swivel. They make like universal joints that go in here. And I have that stuff, which would make it a lot easier. But I just want to show you that it can be done with standard stuff too. You don't have to have a whole bunch of specialty tools, especially on these Volkswagens. That's what's nice about these cars. They're so simplistic that I said we've used a 13, a 10, a 14, a 17, and that's it, and a pair of side cuts. That's all we've used to basically take this entire body off this car. So that's kind of unheard of, really. All right, so see, that's loose now. So when we go to pick the body up, this all come off with the body. So that should be everything that's gonna come off with the body that I know of. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and let the rest of the way down, and we're going to try and rig up some straps and stuff with the lift and see if we can't separate the two and see how easy that goes. All right, I guess there is two more bolts. There's two front ones right here that was underneath the gas tank, these two front ones. And maybe that'll be all of them. But they're the 17 millimeter, just like those back two were. So we still have the same amount of tools out. I did add an extension, about a medium length extension, just to get to this one a little bit easier. Sure those come loose, so let's see if we can pry on them just a little bit. As of right now, we don't really have that many parts over here. Yeah, these pop out. They got like little rubber things on the bottom of them, like cushions, I guess. I guess that's the rubber body mounts. Maybe that's to keep it from cracking the. I don't know what that's for actually. I don't know why they would use rubber there and then not use them anywhere else, but we'll remember where they go, even though I doubt that we're going to be using them, but you never know. So you don't never want to throw stuff away until you know for sure you're not going to use it. Okay. All right, let me show you how we have this hooked up and how we're going to try it. We just have it running through the pop-out windows here with a strap to the lift, going through the car to the other one. Same way with the front. Just got it hooked to the front to the other side of the lift. So, in theory, when we pull the lift up, it will pick up the body. Car may roll forward or something, you know, a little bit, but we'll see what happens. I want the straps to snap.
Oh, it's gone.
Huh? What?
It's gonna snap.
Huh?
I think it's gonna snap on this side. I see threads.
See threads.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any on the inside. It's on the floor. There wasn't on my car. It takes how long to try and pick up the whole car because the straps won't hold the whole car, but they'll hold the body easy enough. They're trying to pick up the whole car. That was cut. I better pick up more factors. Alright, so we're going to go with a little bit bigger straps this time. The other one seemed like it was about ready to rip, so we'll try this bigger one. See what happens. And that's all the lift. So, we're going to have to tighten them up some. Pulling that back arm in. Teeth are wore out on that. And that's all lift. Alright, so we're going to have to replan this. Alright. Repositioned it. And we'll do take 4. Still not going to get it. All right, now we're on plan D, E, maybe G, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna pop these side windows out and we're gonna put the lift arms right through here, right to the roll bar. All right, so we just put them inside the windows, and we're gonna go straight to that roll bar and see if that doesn't work better. I think this will probably work perfectly, but I thought the last 4 things would work also, so I wouldn't entirely go off of what I think. But we're about to find out. So, take number, I don't know, 12, 13. Pebbles is tired of it. All right, girl, ready? Picking the whole car up. What is stuck? Picking the whole car up. Something's still stuck. Maybe just a seal on the chassis or something. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. I'll be the steering arm. It's gotta be that, I think, because this is pretty stiff. Let me get the persuader out. Can't tap it. Tap it. Back up, big girl. Feels like that's what's holding it, because it's probably tight. Tight right there, so. Feels loose though. It's not wanting to come out. Think it'd slide right on past that. What do you think? Huh? Should slide right past that, huh, girl? It does on everything else, doesn't it? Like, problem before, have we? Huh? No problem. Try it one more time. Grab the pry bar and see. See anything, girl? See anything jump out at you? The back seems to be coming up. What's this stamping? I guess maybe I should look to see if there's any more bolts on the inside on the floorboard. Okay, well, there's actually 2 more bolts underneath on the pan that come through right here by the firewall on each side. There's 2 on this side, 2 on that side. You can probably see it from the earlier video that I didn't think we had to take out. Well, we did. Those are the ones that were holding it. So, now we have separation. We just go up slow and see, make sure everything's coming loose from inside. Make sure we're not hanging up on nothing dragging. Make sure everything's unhooked as we go. Rubber gasket. About the only thing holding that thing. I think it's pretty much loose. Looks like. We'll go up a little bit more. Looks like it's pretty much clear except for the little rubber gasket. Well, that's all the list, so I have to see if we can't sneak it out from under there like that. But yeah, so we just had a little bit of gaskets, the rear seat belt hanging down a little bit, but there's one wire right here. Might be a something to the back from that voltage regulator, but other than that, pull that loose and that is everything. The wiring for the car, the body runs along right here, and it's going to stay with the body because it goes for like the headlights, tail lights, all that wiring will stay with the body. We will we'll leave it. We will leave it at that for now, and tomorrow when it's daylight out, we'll scoot this chassis out and get it in the other bay, and we'll put this body. I'm gonna put this body down on a little trailer I have, and I think we're just gonna wheel it back over and put it back in the other garage for now. But yeah, a cage on the inside of there made it really nice to be able to do that. Like if you don't have that, then you have to run straps across there, you know, to get it to lift up nice and easy. But fortunately, we had that cage in this one, so it really helped out nice and sturdy. Like it's not bending the body nowhere or nothing. So that worked out pretty good once we got all the bolts out. You know, 4 big bolts like that will hold a lot of stuff. So. But, well, remember to subscribe, and hit the like button if you want to keep up on everything that we're doing, and we'll catch you later.